What if I told you you don't really know me? What if I told you that your opinion and your quick judgment of me may change over the next couple of minutes? What if I told you I get bullied until I was 14 years old for being overweight, fat, obese? What if I told you that I came home from school almost every single day, black and blue in the face or the body, from being in and out of fights trying to defend myself from bullies and people picking on me? What if I told you that the bully, the most popular kid in school, came in with a padlock about the size of my face and swung it around trying to take my face off? What if I told you that I snapped, had tears of anger, saw red and chased after him like a man possessed, trying to grab his throat? What if I told you that at the bus stop, only a couple of weeks later, standing with my friend on the way to swimming, him and his two friends came and beat the absolute shit out of me while my friend stood there and watched, and I still went to the swimming pool because that's how bad I wanted to lose weight and never get bullied again for being obese and fat as a kid. Had a black eye, burst nose, fat lip, and still went to the pool. What if I told you at 17 years old I got bullied again when I moved to a new school over a girlfriend of a gang member fancying me? What if I told you that him and his gang were waiting on me on a motorway bridge where I had to cross to get to school, to get back home, beat the shit out of me and tried to toss me over the motorway bridge, and it only gets stopped because the headmaster came across saying the police were on their way? What if I told you that I had to get taxis to and from school for the next 6 weeks because the school and my parents were scared that that was going to happen again or I was going to get stabbed? What if I told you I went through bulimia for 6 months and I starved myself by just having a bowl of cereal and an apple a day to try and lose as much weight as I could? What if I told you, being from Drumchapel, being from Maryhill, that when you get in the wrong crowd and you get in the wrong territory, you get chased with samurai swords and knives and broken glass bottles and baseball bats, and I had to hide under people's cars in their driveway at night to get away from these gangs? Fear for my life, seeing their footsteps round the car, thinking that I'd hopped over the fence. As soon as I made one move with my jacket or rustle, I could have been a dead man. What if I told you that I won a British medal, a British bronze medal, with a broken knee, and I won my first ever gold national senior title the day before my mum comes in and tells me that my dad has cancer? What if I told you that my fairy tale dream to go to America and be in the collegiate system and be a almost professional runner, it was my dream that I'd worked towards for 8 years, was actually my worst nightmare? Maybe, just maybe, you'll maybe look at me in a different light. Instead of judging me, why I may be so intense, why I may be so relentless, why have I not quit running so far since I've not reached everything that I've wanted to reach? Why do I never take a day off? Why don't I eat bad foods anymore? Why am I so relentless in my pursuit towards building a business and building a brand and building my fitness and my health? It's because of these things. These things have shaped me. These things have hardened me. I'm not letting these things defeat me. And people have all got a story. And maybe you should know their story before you judge them. Before you have a different opinion of them. Before you cast them out because you think that they're weird or too much or too aggressive. Maybe if you just knew their story, you maybe have a bit more empathy and accept them a little bit more. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I want people to understand that there's other people out there with similar stories and similar backgrounds. Maybe worse, maybe not as worse. And you're judging a book by its cover. Judging me by the cover, face value of maybe one post, one comment, one interaction. Maybe this will make you think differently. Maybe this will make you think that maybe he's not been brought up with a silver spoon in his mouth. The reason why he's so intense, the reason why he works so hard and so relentless in everything that he does, trying to be the best version of himself every single day, is because of his past. I don't ever want to be that person again. I don't ever want somebody to be bullied the way I was bullied, whether it's being obese or in a new school. But these things happen to people, and sometimes it makes people, and sometimes it breaks people. And hopefully something like this story will help give somebody motivation, ignite a fire in their belly to understand that if you're still here, you've made it through the tough times and you can get by this and become a better version of yourself. The story of your past doesn't need to be the story of your future. Today you can change that through this message. So hopefully people can understand that I've got a backstory and I was never the runner that people might think that I am now because I've been born a runner. I'm actually one of the least talented athletes that you could come across, and people would back me up by saying that. My talent doesn't come from my physical stature, it comes from my mentality to never give up. Even when I get injured, have a bad performance, have a bad race, I'm always there, giving 110% the next day. And you know the famous saying, it's impossible to beat a man who never gives up. And I want this message to help people never give up.